Hello and namaskar everyone. I am Prashant and this is the second episode in the video series of financial analysis. And today we are discussing how to analyze profit and loss statement of a company's stock. Now, I have already posted first part of this video, which is how to analyze balance sheet of a company. I will put the link in the description so you can go and watch. And today we are analyzing profit and loss statement of a company. And before I start, I would like to give you a short introduction about myself. So, my name is Prashant, and I'm an investor and a trader. And it has been a great journey so far. Initially, when I started trading, I had no idea about stock market. I did not know anything. So, I have learned everything all by myself. The only reason why I am making this video series where I would be telling you how you can analyze a company because I have seen people they keep wondering how to analyze a company financially so that they can invest in that company for a longer period of time. And they have no idea and they just invest in a company based on the advisories they have been given on a news channel or on YouTube channel or somewhere they have just find out that somebody invested in that stock and was able to earn a big profit. So they just invest in that stock trying to earn big profit same way as the other person did. But it doesn't happen and they lose money and they lose trust on stock market. So I just want to tell everybody that you do not have to come from a financial background to be able to analyze company financially, to be able to analyze financial health of a company. All you need to know is some mathematical formulas and to be able to analyze what is written mathematically. That is all you will ever need to analyze a company's health. So let us begin analyzing profit and loss statement of a company. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the profit and loss statement of Reliance Industries. In the first part of the video, I have analyzed balance sheet of Reliance Industries. Today, I'm analyzing the profit and loss statement. Again, you will find many information when you will see a profit and loss statement of a company. As you can see, there are so much of the information which you can find out, which you can see. However, you don't need to analyze all of these information. All you need to analyze are very few things. First and foremost is net sales. You need to analyze net sales of a company. What is net sales? Net sales is the sales of a company. When sales increases, their profit increases. When the profit increases, company grows. When company grows, it becomes stable company. And when it becomes a stable company, they will continue to generate same kind of profit or even more than they were producing, than they were able to generate. So the same way we need to analyze sales of a company and it should be increasing. As we can see here, sales of Reliance Industries has been increasing. It was 233 crores in March 16, then 242 crores, 290, 371, 335. So there is some, we can see that the company has lost some of their sales. The numbers are down. That could be because of the COVID, which we experienced in 2019 till 2020. So we can just neglect this year. And before, from March 16 till March 19, it has been increasing. So it is a good sign. Now, second thing we have to analyze is raw materials. What is raw materials? Whenever a company is producing something, they would need raw materials to be able to fulfill their products. So we would be analyzing raw materials and it should also be increasing same way sales are increasing. As we can see here in March 19, it was 279 crores. And since the sales dropped, raw materials also dropped. Now, why do we need to analyze raw materials? And there are other things which I would also be explaining. And there are other things which I would be explaining. Why do we have to actually analyze raw materials and other things? Can't we just analyze sales and that would be enough? The only reason is when you are analyzing a company financially, you need to know that there is no discrepancy in the report. You must have heard about the Harshad Mehta scam in 1992, wherein he was able to, wherein he asked many of their customers, many of their clients to invest in a company which has no financial health. So they were not able to read and analyze company's health. They were just investing based on Harshad Mehta. Had they were able to look at their profit and loss statement, if the profit and loss statement has been manipulated, we would see sales are increasing, but why raw material is not increasing? If raw material is also increasing, why other things are not increasing same way they are increasing in profit and loss statement? And we can also match profit and loss statement with balance sheet. Why there is a discrepancy between what balance sheet tells us and what profit and loss statement is telling us? So when you would analyze company's health, you are also analyzing there is no discrepancy in what you are analyzing. That is the only reason why we also analyze raw material, which you should also analyze. After raw material, which should be increasing, we would be analyzing employee cost. What is employee cost? Employee cost is, unless it is a one-man company, you would have employees. And if your sales is increasing, your raw materials are increasing, you cannot ask your employees to work overtime because to be able to fulfill the supply, you would hire more employees. So if your sales is increasing, your raw materials are increasing, you need to hire more employees, and that would also increase. So here we can see employee cost is also increasing. After that, we would be analyzing reported net profit. And as we have already analyzed the sales turnover, raw material, employee cost, which was increasing, we would be expecting net profit should also be increasing, which is the same thing. We can see here it has been increasing until March 19. There was a drop in March 20 because of COVID. Now this is all that's all you need to analyze when you are reading the profit and loss statement of a company. There are other things which we would need when we would be analyzing company deeply. So we don't need it right now, but we would need it in the future, in the next episodes, in the coming episodes, when we would be analyzing company deeply. So what we would be needing is earning per share, which you can find it in profit and loss statement. Only reason why I'm telling you is so that you can find where you need to find all those information which we will be needing in the coming episodes. Earning per share, which you can find it in profit and loss statement. Dividend of a company, and profit before taxes. All of these information we would be requiring when we would be analyzing more. Interest is one more thing which you need to analyze when you are analyzing the profit and loss statement of a company. What is interest? Interest is if you have taken debt, if you have taken a loan to run company's operations, you would be paying interest on that loan. So interest tells us that we are able to pay our interest. If a company has taken a loan and is not able to pay off their interest or loan, then it would be a burden for a longer period of time. And then the profit or all of the profit would go towards the loan. You would not be able to earn anything. The company would not be able to give dividends. So all of those problems should not arrive in future. That is the only reason why you are analyzing it right now, so that you can predict that in coming 10 more years, company may or company will perform well. The probability of companies performing well is more than not performing. So in this, we can see that it has been paying off their interest, and it is a good sign. So these are all which you need to analyze when you are analyzing the profit and loss statement of a company. Now, what you need to do is, we have already discussed about balance sheet and profit and loss statement of a company. These are two major reports which you should analyze when you are trying to invest or when you are thinking of investing in a company. What you have to do now is you need to find out companies with debt either zero or decreasing or minimal against their reserves. Second thing, you need to find out companies which have their debts either decreasing or minimal or zero, and also their profits and sales are increasing. So sales are increasing, profit is increasing, and debt declining. These are the three major properties which a company should have, and you need to find out these companies which have these three properties, which have these three qualities. So once you're able to filter, there are so many companies, you can go and start analyzing company. Initially, it may be difficult or it may be boring, it may be time consuming. I understand it will definitely be. But once you start doing it, once it becomes a habit, then it would not be so much of time consuming. You will find out all the shortcuts automatically. So, first and foremost, find out companies with zero debt, sales increasing, and profit increasing. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it to your friends who ever need this information. I'll see you in the next episode.